This is Kitzur Yomi. As we continue learning the halachas of Kriyas HaTorah, we begin Siman Chof Dalid, the halachas of a Sefer Torah that have a error. Complicated halachas. We're going to be going through Sif Aleph through Sif Vav. Says the Kitzur Yomi from Sefer Torah, Psol Machmas Tayis, cause of a mistake. If it's an absolute error, you're not allowed to read from that Torah, Sefer Torah, and you need another Torah. But the $1 million question, of course, is, says the Kitzur, what lamaisa is Toyus Kamer? What is a Toyus Kamer? Kegoin, for example, sheyaser oy chaser. It has an extra letter or a missing letter, oy nischalef afilu oy sachas, or one letter is switched with another. V'aydezem mishtana akriya, and it changes the text. Kemai tumim teumim. The aleph changes the word entirely into twins. Migrishein to migrishehem. The mem into the non, v'afal pisha pirushu shaveh. And that's the chiddush, even though the pirush is the same, it's not the same word bichlal. Have a tois gomer is complete tois. V'chein, and similarly, and ma'atois to bin sheicholin likrais, you're able to read it. Kemosha yitzarch likatev, as if it was written properly. El shekasa be'inyan, but it's written in a way shemishana pirush al-dizeh, that the explanation changes. Kigoyin in Parshas Truma Amma v'cheiti rachbai. In b'makim rachbai, in place of the word rachbai with a vav that means with, nimsa kasav rachba behei. Afal bi, even though she chaylim likros abeis b'chaylam, it could be that there's a chaylim at the end, and therefore it's the same word rachbai mikol makim. The fact that it has a hey at the end, kivin kasher sham. The way that it is, avitoy shemshana perish, is a mistake. Rachba is her with and not its with. That changes the translation of a gam kein toyis come. Haval, however, it doesn't change anything. Neither the pronunciation nor the meaning can go. It's missing a vav, but the word is still clearly avaisam. Or vice versa. It's similarly place that has to be vol yud shimushes. And intended yod kigoyin avoisecha nimsachas yod. It doesn't have that yod. It's the same word ba'atzem. Then, if this is a Sefer Torah that is out, we do not require a new Sefer Torah. Lafi, and therefore, because Sefer Torah are not that precise, that we could say the next one's going to be more kosher. And therefore, once you're reading, you do not change it if the mistake does not change anything. Aval chasera yod sharashes, a real yod kigoin. Malachagir al tiri, ksiv tiri, without the yod between the taf and the yod and the reish. Below yod acher atov, oy al tiram avram ksiv tira, strichli yosef sefer Torah acher, ayin shari Ephraim, that deals with all these complicated halachis. We continue with Zevbein Nimsatevachas Chalukov. One word is split up at Shnir's Kishnayim. The word looks like two. Oy or Shenikarvush Teitevos. Two words were close together. V'niras Kachas. Litinoik. To a child, as we'll see in Sefei, who's going to be the determining factor whether it indeed looks like one or two. Oy Shenivsatevi Yaseir, an extra word. Beinshi Tevis Zar, whether it's a random word. Shenikam Mekoy Meklal doesn't belong here at all. Beishinachatevachas Kful, or it's a word that was back and doubled up. Ayim Sefer Kesses a Sefer. Or there's another deviation in the arranging of the Sefer Torah. That's of course the pace of the samach, the spaces to the end of the line, or a smaller space of three fingers. Oy hefsek parsha makom shein tzarech, makom shetzarech liyos hefsek parsha ve'einay kol elu psum gemurim usrichan the haitzi Sefer Torah acher. In all these cases, you need to bring out another Sefer Torah. Nimsa. If it discovers shenidbak ois, that two letters are touching. Near if it appears shenikval achar, see that it became attached after it was written. A drop of ink fell afterwards. Kosher. Kosher the shadow so as long as you can make out the letters. Aval, however, in near shenidbak kain b'shask, it seems that the two inks touched each other. Azayish chalak shenidbak kain. If it became connected this way, for the ice was complete kigoin. Nun pshuta shenidkol b'emsa that was connected within its body beregel tuf to the regel, the foot of the adjacent tuf. Apostle. During the week, you'd scrape and you could separate the two words, not freedom to separate it. But if the connection is made by Gemaros at the end of the letter Yishlach Shir, basically it could be kosher. You don't have to take out a new Sefer Torah. Nims. Continue with Sif Dalanim so Ice Chef said Surasa. We have an ice that lost its form. Bein Shayakain. Metchilas Aksiva. Whether it was that way at the beginning, Bein Shanasa Achel, whether it's on after, like the Nekev, a puncture, but it's missing the Tsura of the ice pus. Avlim said Nekev, but if there's a whole Taich ice within the letter, Michutz ice, the outside letter of ice Bitsurasai, and the ice still appears to be its proper Sulal Shin and Mukav Gvil, just that the ice is now fully surrounded by parchment, and it's clear that the hole was made after the letter was there. It's kosher. Keep the shots like siva mukav gvilks. When it was written, it was kosher. It was surrounded by parchment and kafsa adiyim is ice. If the ink fell off, if Eino Shach crying, it's not really black. That as well is a paslus. Then puzzle. We continue with Sefei, the classical halach. If you're not sure about a letter, Shemi Tzuras allow whether it has the appropriate form. Marin, how do we tell? We show it Latino Sheina lechacham like tibish a child, not exceptionally bright or simple. Hainu Sheina maybe the city doesn't understand the context. Maybe ISIS, he knows the letters. So if he reads it properly, it's gonna be psula. Let's say we have a bunch of kids and they have different opinions. It's only if we are unsure. Then the child's das. He's just explaining and revealing whether it's a letter or not. If we see it's not a proper ice, and then you just want to ask a kid, or if a kid is simply an ifsadu yuda aleph or yuda ayin mashim ragli ataf, it's automatically apostle. The child might be able to make out the letter, but if ostensibly, if be'etzem the letter is lacking, then it's going to automatically be apostle. We finish with Sivav, that how do you show it to a child? When you show the child, you don't have to cover over the letters afterwards. But letters beforehand. Noyagin likasa is the minhag is to cover it up. Why? Because if not, the child will use the previous letters to figure out what letter this is. If there's a hole, part of it is there, underneath the hole. Is the size of the os between there and the hole proper size. So if you cover over the bottom part, because the mind automatically connects the letter with the letter underneath, even though there's a hole in the middle. So you cover over the bottom part, and then you ask the child, and it shouldn't be included, says the Taz. The link fell off part of a letter, then so the child does not in his mind combine it. Then you could ask the kid, he'll pick it up from Sif Zayin B'siyata Dishmaya.